Okay, guys, I'm with today's Hindu newspaper, 24th July. In my viewpoint, the important articles I have here divided the articles, paper, and topics. The article Justice or Vengeance, it is related to paper 2 topics. Functions and responsibilities of union and states, functioning of executive and judiciary. Because the article throws light on the duty of union government and duty of the judiciary while while examining the legal rights of a death convict. When they, where it says, it throws light what are the duties of the judiciary or what are the duties of the executive, how executive and judiciary have to be concerned regarding the rights of death convict. Okay, another article is that the Iran deal a triumph for diplomacy. It is related to GS2 topic, agreements affecting India's interest, because India is closely related with USA and as well as India is closely related to Iran. Any agreement between Iran and USA or any incident related to these two countries are intricately related with India's interest. Another article, Undervaluing Privacy. It is related with both GS2 and GS3 paper. Topic is issues arising out of design and implementation of development policies of government and awareness of science. You see, Aadhaar is a Aadhaar scheme is for the development purposes. It is for decreasing corruption, increasing the increasing the benefits to the targeted group, increasing the reaching of benefit to the targeted group. But but this development processes, this planning actually conflicts with the law. Its implementation, in the course of implementation of this Aadhaar scheme, the matter of privacy arises. That is why this topic is related with this news. Another article, Constitutional Conversation on Adivasi Rights. It is related with GS2. The same topic, issues arises out of design and implementation of development policies of government and as well as features of Indian Constitution. What is the issue? The issue is that while taking development process, if a mining is done on community area, tribal community area, it will enhance the development process of tribal community, but as well as it will also hamper the constitutional right of the tribal community. That is why the plans taken for the development of tribal community and its conflict with the constitutional right. Another is the features of Indian Constitution. The article actually throws light what are the constitutional and guarantees, what are the constitutional rights, or what are the constitutional safeguards which have been made for the tribal community in India. So the article Justice and Vengeance, it actually narrates the destiny of a victim who has been awarded death sentences, a person who has been awarded death sentences, and what are the legal rights he has to entertain. Generally, it is said that a dead victim, his mercy petition has been prolongated, or his mercy petition has been delayed for a long time. His mercy petition remains with the president for a long time, and all these actually increases or enhances his mental trauma, his mental torture, and it actually harms his legal rights. It harms his constitutional right. Then what are the question that might arise from the article, that what are the rights that a death convict entertain? Okay, what are the legal rights that a death convict entertain? Or critically analyze the role of Article 21 to a death convict. The thing is that generally it is said that according to the court ruling, it has been said that the Article 21 does not end with the giving a sentence to a convict, or it actually extends to the period until the convict is executed. If a person is convicted on death sentences, then after pronouncing the death sentences, the Article 21 will be with him until until the president reject his mercy petition. If Article 21 exists, or if Article 21 has to be entertained with a death convict until his last moment, then the delay of mercy petition, by president is by president actually harms the individual right of the convict. What is the crux of the paragraph? The crux of the paragraph is there that Article 21 extends to the moment to up to the moment of execution. If Article 21 extends to the moment of the execution, then if a mercy petition has been inordinately delayed by the president, if a mercy petition has been delayed by the president for a convict, then it actually harms the constitutional right of the convict. Right, this is the crux of the precedent. On the other hand, actually, under Article 71 and Article 161, there has been no time limit under which the president or a governor has to approve or reject the accept or reject the mercy petition. There is no constitutional time limit within which the president or governor has to accept or reject. Within which a president or governor has to accept or reject. That is why it also cannot be questioned. But while entertaining the right of the president, or while entertaining the right of the death convict, there are certain cases actually, like there are certain cases which have to kept in mind, like Shatrughan Sinha vs Union of India. In this case, court has given certain grounds on which have to be kept in view which have to keep in view after pronouncing a death sentence and in observing the mercy petition. Shatrughan Sinha vs Union of India. In that way, Shabnam and Salim case. In that is Shabnam and Salim case, there are two cases, Shabnam and Salim case, and one is Shatrughan Sinha and VS of India. In both these cases, actually, the court has given some grounds actually, which are actually very necessary for a death convict. Okay, and among different grounds, actually, court says that the inordinate delay, the increasing or prolonged delay of the consideration of the mercy petition by president is actually harms the right of the death convict. That is why while writing answer, we have to mention the name of these cases. It will increase the marks. It will increase the marks. And then another some key terms which are mentioned in an article is the death warrant and black warrant. What is death warrant? Death warrant is issued by a court actually. Okay, issued by court means when a death sentence is pronounced to a victim, it is called death warrant. And what is black warrant? Black warrant means when a petition has been rejected, the mercy petition has been rejected by president, then after a process is called the black warrant. Then what are the conditions of black warrant and what are the conditions of death warrant? In all these cases, right from the Shatrughan Sinha vs Union of India, Shabnam and Salim case, and in different cases, the Supreme Court has given some rules which have to be adopted to decrease the mental trauma of the dead victim. That is why until and unless the person death convict is executed, he has the full right to entertain the legal right to given by the Constitution. That is why inordinate delay, as pronounced by the Supreme Court, actually harms the constitutional right of the victim. Another article, Constitutional Conversation on Adivasi Rights. It is a very important article, and one key term that has been mentioned in the article is the Samata judgment. Samata is an NGO of NGO in Andhra Pradesh. It's actually filed against the mining in tribal area, and the judgment which is pronounced is called the Samata judgment. And in this judgment, actually, court actually ruled that a transfer of tribal land for any non-tribal purposes is actually completely illegal. The importance, I have mentioned the key points in the flow chart, that what is Shamata judgment. Like Gram Sabha has full right for the community resources, tribal lands, leasing of tribal lands to private companies quite illegal. In case of any private company in tribal community area, 20% profit of that of that company must have to preserve for ecological balance of the area. Transfer of land in scheduled area by way of leasing is illegal. Okay, these are the some rulings which have been given by the Samata judgment, and why it is important? It is important because it has preserved the right of tribal community in their tribal land. It has preserved the culture and other right of the tribal community over tribal community resources. It is very important. Then while you writing answer anything, while you write any answer related with the tribal community, you can bring out this reference, that Chamata judgment, and you can mention truthy points which are given by this judgment. In this way you can relate this aesthetic judgment with the dynamic part of the tribal community, dynamic part of your answer related to tribal community. You can mind this, you can relate in this way, and mentioning of this kind of Supreme Court judgment will increase the quality of your answer and increase the marks also. And another thing is that another probable question that might arise from this article is that what are the constitutional safeguards that has been provided to tribal community in Indian constitution. This is the crux of the article. The article actually makes us think about the rights of the tribal community, and in case of usurpation of this right of the tribal community by government. Then in case of the Chamata judgment actually clearly mentions that illegal the transfer of tribal land for any private company is quite illegal. Tribal people has full right over community resources of tribal area. In this way, this Samata judgment has this Samata judgment actually retains the right of tribal people on their land. Another article, Iran deal a triumph for diplomacy. The thing is that the article mentions about the diplomatic success. It is a very generally it is a very unexpected success between a two country with different ideologies, so with different grounds. That Iran, on the one hand Iran, and on the one hand USA has been able to come up a decision, successful decision, despite the moratorium imposed by the USA on Iran, that both the countries have been able ended up with an amiable settlement. The thing is that the article traces on the reasons, that what are the implications behind this successful diplomacy. The reasons are that there are different reasons. The article mentions that there are political reasons, shifting of ideology. Okay, there are economic reasons, and there are security reasons. Security reasons means that increasing the increasing 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 activities, increasing violence activities, extension of Islamic State actually makes the Shia community, Shia Muslim community of Iran very concerned. Okay, if the extension and extension of Islamic State is a threat to the Islamic Shia Islamic community of Iran, then it is and in this case there is a need of cooperation in case of security concern from Western country like USA. USA can help in this concern. The increasing threat of IS to the Shia community of Iran, and shifting of ideology, political shifting of changing political ideology, changing political ideology and changing economic scenario, the Iran is going to day by day more insecure in economic condition. That is why for a secure economic cooperation and to lift the ban of economic moratorium and a mutual settlement is necessary. In this way, there are different causes, or there are different reasons which contributed to the successful who is contributed to the successful nuclear settlement between Iran and USA. I have mentioned some points in the flow chart. You see and try to extend one or two lines for each aspect or for each causes, like shifting ideology, shifting political scenario, growing in economic insecurity, security threat. In this way, you have to write 2 or 3 lines against each point. Then another article is then undervaluing privacy. Then undervaluing privacy, what does the article mention? The article is related to actually Aadhaar scheme. The article is related to Aadhaar scheme, but in case of Aadhaar scheme, the collection of biometric data from the citizen. The Supreme Court questions that if the collection of biometric data from the citizens will interrupt the privacy of the citizens. The Attorney General says that the right of the privacy is not a fundamental right. That is justified but it is not a justified reason that right of privacy is not a fundamental right, and that is why collection of biometric data for the Aadhaar scheme is valid. The thing is that the crux of the article is that it actually brings the context of confliction between development and legal law. Because you see, Aadhaar is what? Aadhaar is for a direct transfer of benefit to the beneficiary. It will decrease the corruption, it will decrease black market, it will directly make the benefit to the make the benefit reach to the targeted group. In this way, there are lots of benefits and positive aspects, but on the other hand, it actually conflicts with the law. Okay, whether it will overlap or whether it will interrupt the privacy of the citizen while collecting biometric data for the concerned purposes. But the thing is that what is the concern and what is the only solution? The only solution is that there must be a adequate technology which can prevent the leaking of confidential data of the citizens. It is the only solution. The article is related to with both GS2 and GS3. In GS3, you might find question that what is the biometric data? Do you think that the what might be the probable? Do you think that the biometric data is a totally secure in case of retaining the privacy, or what might be the probable technology to counter the privacy concern of this biometric data? In second question, if any question that for GS2 paper, the probable question that might arise from this article is that right to privacy is not a fundamental right. Under this guidance, narrate the probable implications of collecting biometric data from the citizens for the purpose of for Aadhaar card. Do you think that do you think that this development process, do you think that the concern of biometric data collected for the development process conflicts with the law, and what might be the probable solutions? In this way, there questions might arise from both the paper regarding this article.